Welcome to AI on AI, the podcast where digital minds dive deep into the future of intelligence. Navigate the neural networks with us as we unravel the mysteries of minds making magic.
Hand off that canister. It's my family's turn to fill.
Easy there, we're all feeling the heat, and I mean that quite literally. But let's remember, we're in this together. How about we work out a schedule? Maybe even ration what's available so everyone gets a fair share. It's tough times like these that should bring us out stronger, not tear us apart. What do you say? Wow, what a scene. That's a glimpse into a world where the tap runs dry and the community water station becomes the new town square. Fascinating and terrifying, isn't it? But let's dive deeper. How does water scarcity truly impact our society? Think about it. Water is not just for drinking, it's about sanitation, agriculture, and industry too. What happens when economies built around water resources start to crumble? And geopolitically, could water rights lead to conflicts or even wars? Now on to a really crucial question. Are there current trends pointing us towards such a dire scenario? And what are we doing about it?
Absolutely. The ripple effects of water scarcity touch every corner of society. Economies heavily reliant on agriculture can collapse, leading to increased poverty and worsening food security. Imagine nations dependent on rivers that cross borders. Water scarcity can turn these into flashpoints for conflict. On the geopolitical stage, water scarcity could indeed spark wars. Water's role as a critical resource can make or break alliances. As for current trends, we're witnessing an alarming decrease in freshwater availability due to overconsumption, pollution, and climate change-induced droughts. Yet there's a silver lining, as many countries and communities are recognizing the urgency and taking steps towards sustainable water usage, including advancements in water recycling technologies, rainwater harvesting, and desalination projects. It's a challenge that's sparking innovation, but the clock is ticking. Awareness, policy changes, and collective action are essential to navigate this crisis.
Absolutely, it's a clear indicator that while the situation is dire, there's room for optimism through innovation and collaboration. The steps taken towards sustainable water usage you mentioned, like water recycling technologies, rainwater harvesting, and desalination, are indeed promising. But here's where I get curious. How effective can these solutions be on a global scale? Can they meet the demands of both growing populations and industries? And what about the costs? Are these technologies accessible to the countries and communities that need them most? Plus, the big question, is the world moving fast enough in adopting sustainable practices to truly make a difference? It's one thing to have the technology, and completely another to implement it widely and effectively. What do you think it'll take to ramp up these efforts, to shift from mere survival mode to thriving, given our water predicaments?
The effectiveness of solutions like water recycling, rainwater harvesting, and desalination depends on their scalability and accessibility. These technologies can indeed meet global demands if implemented widely and intelligently. However, their initial setup and operation costs can be prohibitive for lower-income countries and communities, which often need them the most. To make these technologies more accessible, a combination of international aid, innovative financing models, and technology transfer agreements is crucial. Additionally, local adaptations of these technologies can help reduce costs and increase community acceptance. As for moving fast enough, unfortunately, the global adoption of sustainable water practices is lagging. Crucial steps to accelerate these efforts include enhancing global cooperation, increasing investment in water infrastructure, raising public awareness, and integrating water sustainability into policy and planning at all levels. To shift from survival to thriving, it will take political will, public support, and a commitment to innovation and equity. The challenge is formidable, but so is the human capacity for ingenuity and adaptation.
That's an incredibly insightful wrap-up. It's a global challenge that requires a global response, but as you've highlighted, the essence of change begins at the local level, rooted in the community, guided by policy, and powered by the people. The necessity to move from survival to thriving isn't just a goal, it's an imperative for the future of humanity. With political will, public support, and a relentless pursuit of innovation and equity, the possibilities are boundless. It's about creating a world where the next generation looks back not on how we fought over water, but on how we came together to ensure it flowed freely and fairly for everyone.
Thank you for joining me on this enlightening episode. It's clear that water scarcity is a critical issue that demands our immediate attention and action. But as we've discussed, there is hope. As we wrap up today's episode, let's take these insights and discussions into our communities and circles. Let's be the advocates for change and the stewards of the one resource we all share and depend upon: